Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scared Shitless. Today we are going to be discussing the new Scream trailer. I'm Ryan and I am joined by Jamie
Hello, everyone.
and Ali.
Hello, guys.
So, right, guys, before we start, how many times have you watched this trailer?
Once.
Once.
Okay. So
Even
we've
though I
seen it
was on the
loads
shoot,
of times.
Only one.
But no. I watched it once, and then I watched a bunch of people talking about it.
Okay.
All right, is that what you did?
So I've personally watched the trailer twice, and I've not watched anyone talking about it. Right. Well, I mean, suppose the first thing that stood out to me, I took a few notes. I only took one negative note down. Let's mention the negative, and then we're done with it, and we can talk about the positives. Okay.
All right, go.
I don't like that it's called Scream.
No, it sucks
near,
balls.
near do I. Near do I. 100% agree with you there.
It's Scream 5, and I think we should be calling it Scream 5 from now on.
Yeah. This really annoys me that it's a thing that movies in general are doing. Like they done it with the last Halloween film. They called it Halloween. It's not fucking Halloween though. Halloween from the 1970s was Halloween. This isn't, so that annoys the shit out of me. I don't like that they called it Scream. It's Scream 5, and it should be called as such, especially when we saw it's not a reboot. They're not remaking it. It does have the original cast back. It's clearly a sequel. It should be called Scream 5. So
100%. Yeah, on
Just
board.
on the Halloween thing, mate.
If anyone
that's fine.
disagrees, don't bother leaving a comment because we will ignore you.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, we will.
Thanks for that, Jamie.
So, okay, right. Now on to the positives. It actually looks scary. The opening where she's on the phone and the phone's ringing and she gets a text saying answer the phone, and she's like, how do you know my phone's ringing? And then she locks the door on her phone and then its door's unlocked and it actually looked like it could be pretty scary. That looked like a tense scene. What did you think about that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as soon as I saw the text messages, I was like, this isn't her girlfriend or friend or whatever's going on here. This is Ghostface, isn't it? I mean, of course it is. You're watching a Scream trailer. Why would they show it if it wasn't Ghostface?
Yeah. But it actually looked very tense. It reminded me of the original scene with Casey Becker and played by Drew Barrymore in the original Scream. So
those are fighting words.
Those are. And I mean, at one point, David Arquette, Dewey, actually says there's something feels different about this one. So I think it's maybe a bit darker, I think they're trying to, go back dark with the series. I think they're trying to be scary. And I really hope they do. I genuinely hope they do. Ali, what's your thoughts on a darker version of Scream?
I'm 100% for that. As we got ahead with the other films, they started to get a little bit more comical. Certainly it did in Scream 3, I felt. And the last one, not so much, had its hits and misses for comedy and darkness. But full throttle, going back dark, 100% behind that. And I, on a personal note, I hope it's not a close family member, because you want to think, where did that one come from?
Okay, well, that brings me ahead. We do know that whatever is happening, it is related to the previous kills.
Their past.
They specifically said it is connected in it, and I think they said I'll need to watch it again, but I think they said related to the original killers.
So does that mean we're getting? Does that mean we're getting some random?
My poster's gone.
Again.
Does that mean we're getting some random child that was had by one of the original killers, or just a cousin, or what do you think is going to happen there? Because I have no idea.
Well, it could mean that the video we released last week could be happening, where Stu may have returned. Go and check out our
Oh, from
video
pri-
if you're interested.
From-
Yeah,
So-
from prison.
Well, we'll see. Stu may be alive. No, it's all the way gone. that's a long shot. Stu's probably not back.
But I've got a problem with that, because if it was Stu, why would he be going after this new person instead of going after Sidney again?
Realistically, I don't think it is Stu. I'm just throwing out there. Go and watch that video. Yeah.
Hopefully they watched it and came back before I spoiled that.
But I think it could potentially be maybe someone. Who knows? I just know it's connected from. I'll watch it again. Maybe I've missed something. Maybe there's more detail. I'm sure there are probably people who are going to be online breaking it down in far more detail than I could. So I'm going to go.
Apparently,
check
there's
that
also character descriptions being released for a lot of the cast.
out.
It doesn't tell you much.
See that, it's
It doesn't tell you much about them. So
No,
if you want to look those up yourself, go ahead.
in order to theorize, yeah. So
yeah, there's
okay.
definitely official information about it.
So we also know that Sydney is back, and she does have a gun because she's Sidney Prescott. We know that.
That line could have been improved, but saying Sidney fucking Prescott.
Yeah,
just
I
saying,
agree. I agree.
Still badass as hell, though.
We know Dewey Riley is back. We know Gail Weathers is back. And we know Deputy Judy is also back from Scream 4. So, Ali, what is your thoughts on the returning cast?
I found the deputy boring in the previous film, but never mind. That's just my personal thought. It's good, and it's a pro and a con bringing the original cast back, because you think to yourself, well, like what I said, what link could there be with all three of them, apart from the fact that they've survived every single previous film, but we'll just have to wait and see. I feel they could have left the part out of the trailer where she says, "Of course I've got a gun." They didn't need to put that in. They could have waited until.
See,
they had to put that. They had to put that in. Man.
Yeah, I think you need to show that Sidney Prescott is a badass, because the previous Scream film came out a decade ago. Scream 4 came out 10 years ago. I'm sure this will be a lot of people's first experience with Scream, and people need to know.
They'll be tricked into thinking it's the first one because there's no Scream 5.
Scream,
They'll be like, "Oh, have you guys seen Scream?" These 18-year-olds that have never seen horror before. They're just like, "Oh, this is the fifth one. Oh, yeah, that's disappointing."
Whereas
it's not disappointing. Go back and watch the awesome first one.
It is, and I think it's good to let people know from the get-go that Sidney Prescott is a fucking badass. Like, she is the ultimate final girl.
And she's taken the new final girl under her wing, supposedly, from what this trailer is looking like.
It certainly seems that way, yeah. But I mean, from Scream 4, who knows if there is, in fact, a new final girl. I don't think they'll pull that trick again. I don't think they could get away with doing it again. I think they've done it incredibly in Scream 4 by making Sidney's replacement the killer. I think that was great. If you want our thoughts on Scream 4, go check out our horror retrospective on Scream 4. Any other thoughts on the trailer, Jamie, before we call it? This is just a quick video checking in.
Yeah, plenty awesome slashing and gashing from Ghostface, and we got that iconic we actually see Ghostface meeting Sidney and going, "Hello, Sidney," and then he's like, "It's an honor," or whatever it is he says, and I was like, that gave me chills.
Yeah,
I was
awesome.
Like, fuck yeah, that was
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I mean, this movie's coming out in January, I believe. And
yes, it was brought forward.
This trailer got me super hyped for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was already hyped for it. I mean, of course I was. It's a new Scream film. There was no danger I wasn't going to go and see it repeatedly. But this trailer, properly amped me up for it. So, Ali, what's your final thoughts on the trailer?
Let's wait and see.
Your final
There you go, in
thoughts
a
are let's
nutshell.
wait and see. Okay.
Let's
Let's wait and see what we get.
Go watch the movie. Give them your money.
Yes.
Exactly,
yes. You know what? I've never rated a trailer before, but fuck it. Jamie, how many stabs would you give the trailer?
Oh, fuck it. This trailer gets 4.5 stabs.
A trailer's hard to rate, but you know, I'd probably the same. It's a fucking brilliant trailer. Go check it out. You know, Ali, we're not asking you. We don't know how many stabs are. Just wait and see. So, okay, guys, genuinely thanks for tuning in. If you have, let us know in the comments what you thought about the Scream trailer. Let us know what you think could potentially happen in Scream, and have you seen the other Scream films? If you're potentially a younger viewer, did you know this was the 5th film in the franchise? Let us know. We're genuinely interested in hearing this stuff. Check out the rest of our stuff for content. We have an entire Scream playlist, which I will put in the end plates, and
which is getting pretty beefy.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of other stuff as well. So check out our other content. At this stage, it is predominantly Scream, and you know, it seems like that's just going to be the way it is. You know, we'll keep adding stuff, but we'll always add more Scream content. So thanks a lot for joining us, and as always, we will be back for one last scare.